Now is that time where we bring you all that is happening around town.
Yes.
Or what's trending around town.
Yes.
And that is word on the street.
All the tea. I'm back.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back, Charlie. Anyway, so welcome to Word on the Streets, where we're serving the tea and all the latest juice, and we're also picking up lessons and here and there, and then leveling up our lives. So let's buckle up. Okay, so first up, Charlie, you remember the banking sector cleanup back in 2017. A lot of people lost their jobs, money, this and that. At the end, people were complaining, losing your job, how it is. So now President Akufo-Addo has actually ordered the finance ministry to release 1.5 billion Ghana cedis to the victims of the cleanup. Yes, the banking sector cleanup.
Really?
Yeah.
I know he released or government released some funds during that time.
Yes.
I can't quite remember the figure, but
a lot of people still there's still actually a lot of money to be paid. Even the 1.5 billion is not all of it. I think the total of it will be about 4 billion left to be paid. So this is just something small for the boys and girls.
So wait, I just want to find this out. Are the victims actually being paid? Are they getting the money?
Yes, they would be getting the money. Now they're supposed to get it from now all the way to October.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you are out there and you were affected by this, please check with Bank of Ghana and see what it is that can be done for you, and maybe you can get some of your money back. Now, I would like to look at the finance minister mentioned something, and I would like to talk about that. Now, he said, it's not the government's responsibility to do what they're doing. So they're practically doing it out of the goodness of their heart. So it's up to us as individuals to take our own responsibilities into our own, to take the responsibility into our own hands and do the due diligence on our investments. So some of the
I don't know, but I stand to be corrected.
Yeah.
Were these banking establishments, right? These banks that were affected, were they not licensed to be in business?
They were.
So what do you mean by we should do our due diligence? Okay, so now it's our fault that Bank of Ghana licensed these banks, and so we thought they were certified. Of course, if you're licensed, then you're certified.
Exactly.
And so it means we can do business with you. There was nothing put out, no disclaimer whatsoever telling us to conduct business with these banks at our own risk.
Yeah, exactly.
So that we do so trusting that you have done your due diligence before certifying these people and licensing them to practice. And now things go south and it is our fault.
As it be. Anyway, some of the things that we can do, our due diligence steps that we can do is some of the small physical things that you can do when you walk into the establishment. You look out for certification and this and that. Now, some people actually have just their registrar general, and some people mistake that for they feel like it's the correct license, but then all businesses must be registered under the registrar general's this thing. But then for the banking sectors, so this is for anybody who accepts money for savings, that transactional banking. Now for them, they are supposed to get their permission or their license from the Bank of Ghana.
Right.
So you have to check that. You can walk into their premises. They should always have that. Now, for the capital markets firms or for the investment people, they are supposed to have their licensing from the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Okay.
So these are two things that at least you can look out for if you do walk into one of their establishments. But then again too, I understand that you can do a tax due diligence with GRA. Yeah, so you can actually walk into GRA and say, you know, I'm trying to invest my money here and there, I need to be sure. So can I see what you people have on maybe their taxes, their returns, and see if it's an actual, you know, like a legal company, you know.
And if you go to GRA, they would make available those
they would
documents.
Make available. I understand that they are supposed to make it available. This is my understanding. They are meant to make it available.
Okay.
This is your right to ask as a Ghanaian. You have the right to ask. So if they are not making it available, then
there's a question mark.
There's a question mark there, yes. And you have to probably raise your take it where you have to take it.
So honestly, I understand that a lot of people were affected. So now this monies are supposed to go to the victims.
Yes.
How about the staff who lost their jobs? Some are still unemployed. Some are finding it difficult to gain employment.
Definitely.
What's being done for them? Is there anything?
I would also consider them as victims as well. But honestly, in all the reports that I saw, like, they weren't actually mentioned. So we don't know whether it's a separate.
They'll do something
where they'll do something separate for
them,
at least
some sort of or some form of compensation
for them as well for losing their jobs suddenly like that. That definitely, I think that should also be looked into, because it's according to at least the laws of Ghana when it comes to, you know, employment. When you lose your job suddenly, you're supposed to get something.
If you're terminating a contract or a person's working terms with you, something has to happen.
Something has to happen.
You don't just let them go. At least I think 3 months salary or 2. Yeah. So maybe. Well, I'm hoping that there's something that is actively working for them, because I know a couple of people who got depressed.
Charlie.
Because see, I can already imagine, you know how difficult job hunting is in this country. Now you feel you're secured, like you've got a good job, your job is secured and everything, then and out then of the blues, bruh.
Just like that. You never expected it.
How would you expect this?
Charlie, it's
not to even talk about the CEOs of the companies or the banks.
Yeah, because now you have all these people under you who are looking to you, expecting you to say something or do something.
So much to set up such an establishment, and then that's what I always say. You know what? We always make the excuse of, rules are meant to be broken and all of that. But you never know. One tiny thing could actually cost you a fortune. It could cost you a lifetime achievement. So sometimes we just do not have to overlook too many things. When you're in an establishment and you think things are not being done right, or things are going south, and you know that the consequence could be dire, please make it a point to draw the attention of your superiors. And if you think that you're doing so and it's not working, or they're not listening, maybe you might just want to start looking for greener pastures, or looking outside and getting yourself a better opportunity in a safe space. You know, where all the rules and regulations are being adhered to a fault. It's very, very necessary. I do hope that everybody who was affected by it one way or the other, I'm not sure they can get everybody's full amount of money for them, but even if it's a percentage of it, you know,
at least it
would just console them and give them some sort of hope. Because times are really hard right now. Times are so hard.
Tell me about it. Now, another thing that you can do in case you want to invest is, apparently there are financial advisors.
Sure.
We have them. They are there. They are there for you, irrespective of how much you want to invest. You would always find someone within your budget. Speak to them, because they have all these, you know, they have all the paper, the clippings, the press release, this and that. They know the industry better than you or I would ever know. So speak to someone. It doesn't matter how much it is that you have. You know, some people always think that, it's expensive, but it's more expensive losing your money.
That's true.
Is more expensive.
That is true. So invested in the wrong things or in the wrong places.
Yeah, I understand that some of them take maybe 5% of what you're investing I feel like that's a great deal.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great deal. So if you
at
can
least you get solid advice and not lose your entire
Exactly. So please speak to a financial advisor just in case you want to invest, and hopefully we don't lose what we put into the banks.
Amen.
Now,
and maybe warn us ahead of time.
Chale,
even if it's possible for you to go and make your withdrawal.
You know, a lot of people feel like, oh, Miguel Akoya test 20. You know,
and see, it's not. Let's get this right. In as much as we know that people are being promiscuous right now, and the numbers are spiking because people are having sex regularly, anywhere, any day, anyhow. There's also the means of transmission through sharp objects.
Yes.
So you're going to salons, you're not checking what is being used on you, clippers, trimmers, scissors, whatever. You're not paying attention to those. Even at home, maybe you share a kitchen, or you have a friend, you have a roommate or something. You're using the same spoon they use, the same knife. Maybe we should just go back to educating people about the virus. And then the campaign should come back on our TVs and our radios, because this is crazy.
It's crazy.
In the 2000s, early 2000s, that was when the campaign was loud and it was everywhere. So people were very cautious. But today is like, I don't know if we thought magically because we are a prayer country or a prayerful country, God has miraculously taken it away. So now we are living our life just about anyhow. You can't be too careful.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too are depressed, so they really don't care about their health, and so they don't care about other people's health as well. And people take it as jokes. You know, some years ago, someone tweeted something. I remember this tweet. The person tweeted, he said, "You people are afraid of babies more than pregnancy, more than you are afraid of HIV." And
that is true.
When someone say, "But HIV, no, they eat Cerelac."
So you'd rather have HIV than have a child.
You rather than buy Cerelac. Yeah, that's how some people think. So you see, it's baffling. Honestly, it's baffling. Now, another reason too is, you know, poverty and everything, and then mental health cases. People are now doing more drugs. There are more drugs in the system, so people are injecting drugs and they are sharing needles. Yes, they're sharing needles. So drugs are not good. Say no to drugs. But if you are out there for HIV inquiry, please just carry your own thing, right? Like, try and keep it sterile. If you are diabetic and you're also, you know, constantly injecting yourself as well, try and keep it sterile and make sure you're not sharing your needles.
You're supposed to be disposing them off after use.
Some people, there
are things you don't risk. See,
there are things you don't risk, but people are risking them.
I went to a hospital one time, and there was a nurse that was going to inject someone, and the syringe actually
fell or it touched her. It pricked her.
It pricked her.
Okay.
And she bled. Would you believe that she was carrying the same needle into the water until someone I was looking at, I couldn't even talk. There was a gentleman sitting next to me and was like, "Hello, are you going to change the syringe or you're going to actually take it?" So imagine if this woman or this lady was actually infected and she knew that she was infected. How many people would do what she did? How many people are doing what she did?
Yeah. A lot of people have that wickedness in their head as well.
See, people are wicked. I'm saying this. People are wicked. The person you trust the most could be the one killing you, and you would never know. But these numbers are not it. I beg you. Understand that you want to do anything just to live life, to enjoy being your soft girl or your soft boy era or your dogu era and all of that, and you're not really thinking straight. But when it comes to your health, don't play.
Don't play.
If wherever you're making your money from or getting your money from, if they would not agree to your terms using the condom, please, maybe you might just want to abstain. If abstinence is not an option for you, then use the condom. Or have regular checks.
Yes.
And again, someone can be infected today after 3 months. So you have the test today. a month later the person is infected and you don't know.
Exactly.
So just play safe.
Another thing that they could do
or stay
is
faithful. So that's the B. Be faithful.
Be faithful. Yes, be faithful. Or another thing you can do is you can speak to your medical person, like a doctor or something, about the PEPs as well. That's if you feel like you have been with someone that you don't trust.
You don't trust.
If you don't trust the person, Charlie, don't. That's the thing. You know, sometimes you feel it too, that this person, you get that there's an alarm ringing, but then
love don't think your mind.
So if you feel like you can't trust that person, just go and speak to a doctor and try and get some medication on yourself, and then keep it going. Because Charlie, people are dying. And
I saw another. So in the same statistics they brought, I think I saw that they said out of 10 people, about 8 HIV positive, and we live with them, and we don't.
But I beg and you don't know who is who. You don't know who has what. You have zero idea. Now, the current estimated number of people living with HIV in Ghana now is at 334,095, and these are the people who have checked and confirmed. These are the people we have, like, okay, these are the people that have come and tested positive. Yes, living currently right now as we speak in Ghana.
This is serious.
It is serious.
Really, let's bring back the campaign.
It is serious.
Let's loud it. True. TV, radio, social media, everywhere. Let's put it back on repeat. Let's blast the speakers and every monitor or whatever with it, because this cannot. Is it that the education is lacking? Is that what it is?
Charlie, the factors need their doors. So the factors are a lot. People don't care anymore. People want to have fun. It's a way to make money. People feel like it's a getaway from their mental problems or whatever demons are chasing them. People feel like, so
you have that pleasure would be there for just about, what's the longest you can even go?
Charlie.
And then you have an eternity of pain, regrets.
A lot of people are not thinking clearly when they are making these decisions.
God help
they really
us.
aren't thinking. So please, ladies and gentlemen, keep it strapped.
Keep it strapped.
Keep
period.
it strapped.
That's actually
Charlie, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's true, right? Always ready.
Always ready. Keep it strapped. Like, Charlie, don't go out without it. Even if you know you're not in a relationship, just have one somewhere in your... No, you never know. For you never know.
Confess, Joe.
I'm not... This is not confession. This is an advice. Like, Charlie... well, anyway.
You explain.
No evidence.
No evidence. But honestly, we can make light of it, but it's serious.
Yeah, it really is.
Really serious.
It really is. It really is. And what's sad is the kids that also have it, but it is well.
Yeah, you see. This child didn't sign up for any of this. Now they have to come into the world and suffer for something they knew nothing about. Because you'd rather have AIDS.
Yeah, because mommy was afraid to tell her partner that she has HIV, and so she couldn't take her medication. Or daddy felt
let's
like
use a condom.
Yeah, or daddy felt like, after all, what, she looks clean. Yeah, you know, that's what people are. People say, I know who I'm messing with. Okay. You know, but you haven't done the test. But she looks clean.
Do you know who else that person is with?
Really?
Do you know how many other partners? You see, so on special occasions, and then I see people post and say that, I'm waiting to see who post my bae. I'm like, so you know in your heart that your bae could be another person's bae or boo and all of that. But you go, it's okay.
Everybody.
It's okay, but Lord, these numbers are alarming.
It is.
They are very alarming. See, let's stay safe out there. not just sexually. Yes, sexually, you have to always make sure that if it's not on, it's not in. If you have to be faithful as well to your partners, and if your partner is not being faithful, maybe it's time for them to go. Forget the years you spent and all of that. And also, abstain if you can. If you can't, then make sure that you're protected.
Yes.
Or like Ngozi puts it, you're strapped.
Yep, you're strapped.
And let's do better.
You know what? Or pray it away. If you know you can't abstain. I've been seeing people pray and say that, you know, they used to be addicted to like sex and stuff, and then right now they're on the straight and narrow, you know, path. Charlie, God can do anything
and everything.
So just pray it away. If you feel like it's a burden, pray it away. Right? All right. Now, quick one. Now,
you don't have time for a quick one. You don't get time for a quick one. But I think honestly, just as we did the accident campaign, maybe we might have to do this campaign.
Yes,
as well.
Definitely.
And
we
help, because this is alarming. It's sad.
It really is.
And like I said, it's sharp objects as well. So if you're sharing sharp objects with other people, spoons and all of that, make sure, like, be safe. Have your own stuff. Have them, even if you're roommates or housemates, flatmates, whatever. There are things that you shouldn't share. You can keep yours in your room or in your locker somewhere and then use them. Read more about these things, because it's not just sex. It really isn't just sex that is doing this. Even though, of course, we know how things are right now, what's happening around town right now. But let's just stay guarded. We beg you. And please, if you're infected, we get that it may not have been your fault and you didn't sign up for it, but please have some little empathy for humanity and take your drugs, even if not for yourself, for your friends and loved ones, and do not spread it. We beg of you, please.
Why? All right, so that's all for Word on the Street today.
Thank you very much,
You're
Ngozi.
welcome.
Yes, God help us.
Amen.
God help us. All right, so thank you for Word on the Street.
You're
now, that's
welcome.
what's been around town. You can read more about it and better educate yourself on how to avoid being infected, and also get tested. There's nothing wrong in getting tested. And like the campaign has always said, being positive is not the end of your life. You just have to take your drugs and take them as it's being prescribed, and then you should get better. Because I know people who have come to say later that now their viral load is very low and they can't even infect any other person. So it's possible. So just take your drugs. It's not a death sentence.
At
please.
all.
Please. All right. So up next is Auto Tips, and I'm coming to you in just a minute. Stay with us. This is still Highway 1019 here on Z101.9 FM.